Welcome to Pub Talk, the unofficial official craft beer podcast of Oklahoma, where we're all about the three B's, beer buddies and bullshit. I'm Jeremy, and with me as always is someone who knows it's not happenstance that it takes 6 beers to do the chicken dance. Michael.
Hello, hello.
On today's show, we'll take a look at recent beer events and upcoming Oktoberfest celebrations, as well as look ahead to our next couple spotlight episodes. If you like what you hear, make sure you hit the subscribe button wherever you're listening or watching so you get alerts when we drop new episodes, and give us a follow on social media at Pub Talk Podcast. All right, let's get started. First round.
You know, they brew 10,000 bottles of beer a day. I drink 45 off the assembly line, and I'm the asshole.
What are you drinking this morning?
Damn it. I didn't think about it being this morning yet.
Hey,
it happens. Well, I'm drinking my first stout in a while. Haven't had a stout in, I have no fucking clue how long. But figured today would be a good day, seeing as it's right before the Cowboys game. And it's another trap game, which all of them always are, the Cowboys. Yep. So
every single one, every week.
So I dove back into my collection of fucking Sugarfoot Stout. I've been wanting to drink one of these for a while. I've been looking at them in the refrigerator, and it's a big bottle, and I figured I could just drink on this
for about an hour.
Yeah, I've saved throughout the game, but we'll see how that goes.
It'll be gone before we're done.
So yeah, I mean, we've had it on the show probably several times at this point.
Mm-hmm. We did a whole show about it when it was released back in February.
I had a stout in a while. I wanted to open up one that I knew I was going to really enjoy, and I knew I enjoyed that one. My only concern was it's been in the refrigerator for a while. I'm not sure how long that is either, but it's still really good.
Yeah.
Don't get much coconut anymore, but that's not
right. Yeah, it's faded a lot. I had one 2 weeks ago, last week. I think it was last week.
But it tastes like a good fucking stout still.
Still got plenty of coffee.
Yep. It's really, really good. Still, of course. It's not a lot to that. Like you said, we got a whole episode on this beer. But yeah, really good. Always enjoy Rapture's beers. I don't know if I need to rate it. I mean, it's over.
We've rated it before.
What about you?
Good shit. Well, sticking with the theme of the homies, I am drinking Triple D's Nuts.
Oh, wow.
From Nothing's Left. It was released last week for their third taproom anniversary. 11.5% alcohol by volume. It's triple the chocolate, peanut butter, stout, obviously. Yeah. I guess obviously you haven't had this yet. You've had D's Nuts and you've had Double D's Nuts. It's obviously similar. It's just got more chocolate.
Right.
I don't know. It's good. I intentionally didn't put it in the fridge until a couple hours before I knew we were going to record, just so there wasn't totally ice cold. And I'm getting a lot more of the peanut butter flavor out of it than I did in the tap room, having it off draft when it was really cold. So it's good. It's it's a peanut butter chocolate stout. It's hard for me not to like that. Right. I'll just give it an even 4 just to keep it easy. Right. God's third ball. I don't know. It's probably a thing.
So I guess that's an annual release. I didn't know. I guess I didn't really pay attention.
Well, sort of, kind of. They did. I mean, they've always had, not always, but for several years now, I've had D's Nuts.
Yeah.
And then they did Double D's like last spring around the time all the craziness with the quarantine and all that stuff was going on. So that was not an anniversary release. I think they did it again closer to their anniversary last year.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was cool. I stopped by there yesterday too. Because and we'll probably talk, well, we can just talk about it now. They did 3 collaborative beers with Hansen.
Band? Oh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Hansen Brothers beer.
Right.
And the band. And anyway, it was 2 stouts and it was a stout, a Russian Imperial Stout, a white stout, and a pale ale. And so the stouts were Russian Doll and White Russian Doll, which if anyone's not aware, Hansen was on The Masked Singer last year as Russian Dolls. So
Wow.
yeah.
No clue.
Oh, we watched that show, and the second they started doing, I mean, I don't know how anyone could live here and be of a certain age and not be familiar with Hanson to a certain degree. So as soon as they started reading clues, I was like, oh, that's Hanson.
So did they like all
Yeah.
fit in one costume or
Yeah.
multiple?
Well, I think they alternated between it being in one giant costume and then being in like separate Russian dolls, like they'd break apart, kind of thing.
Kind of interesting.
Yeah, it was weird, but
We watched a season of that, but I forgot all about that show.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Hulu will tell you to keep watching it or whatever, so it's easy to keep track of. I don't know. It's good mindless TV. Throw it on in the evenings. But
Beer's good. Or the beer?
anyway, yeah, the beer was great. I really enjoyed the Russian Imperial in particular. It reminded me a lot of Black Dolphin, actually, which makes sense. Another Russian Imperial right down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're donating like $1 off of those pours to the what's the charity? Tulsa Food Bank, maybe. Let me look. Oh, they're donating to Food on the Move. So anyway, good stuff. Yeah, it's been a minute since we've done this. Life and whatnot. I was sick for a while, not COVID for the record. Took 3 tests, passed them all. But that's scary. That's scary as fuck when you're waiting on results. Can I just say?
I bet.
I can only imagine that's how someone that takes an STD test is. It's because I'm sitting there like, oh God, who have I been around? What have I done? Who am I gonna have to tell if this shit comes back positive? And anyway, yeah, I was sick for about a week and a half, and then just life and shit. Here we are. We're back
again.
Never going to get rid of us. Like if we do 2 of these a year, we're still going to do it. But yeah, I guess at the top, I want to mention to stay tuned for next week because Skydance Brewing in Oklahoma City. Been looking forward to their tap room opening for a long time. They finally did yesterday. It was their grand opening, October 2nd. So we're gonna take a trip down there. Couldn't make it yesterday, so we're gonna take a trip down there. This coming Saturday the 9th. Do a podcast with Jake and check the place out and drink some good beers. If I were to venture a guess.
Wait.
Yeah, really looking forward to that. The place looks awesome and all the pictures, and he's been great at documenting the whole process and stuff. So it's been cool to kind of see that unfold.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I think we've got to make our annual pilgrimage to Ponca City here in a few weeks for Vortex's anniversary, beginning of November. I'm looking forward to that. I talked to Dave a bit at TCBI, and as coincidence would have it, their tent was backed up to Rapture. Who, if those of you listening and watching have paid attention to our social media, I think I may have wished a collaborative beer into existence by drinking a Rapture beer out of a Vortex glass. And anyway, they were talking about that, and if they do that, it'll probably be after the anniversary. But certainly, we're going to have to make another trip out there and document the whole fucking process, because that's awesome. 2 of my favorites.
Yeah, for sure. That beer has to be good. Has to be great.
And it's got to be a stout, I think. Yeah, I guess it doesn't have to be, but I'm telling you guys, it should be.
It would be awesome.
Or do an IPA and a stout, or I don't know. Get crazy.
Hey, did Fat Toad open their new place? I saw Tom posting stuff, but they did really open.
Okay. They did. They finally the 25th. Yeah, so a week and a day ago was their grand opening. I'm planning to go out there. Ironically enough, I think the wife and I are going to make that our anniversary celebration. Go out there and eat something and check the place out.
Awesome.
love those guys, and Pryor's so close to Tulsa. There's no excuse. I can get there as easily as Broken Arrow. So definitely going to go check it out. And it looks awesome. Their food menu looks awesome.
Is it?
Yeah. And just great people, So looking forward to that. There's also, actually, I should be screen sharing. That's what I should do. So there's the Nothing's Left post that I was talking about earlier. So I can close that. But and there's Skydance again. Should have been screen sharing. God dang it. Okay, here we go. Hop the Griffin. Have you heard of this?
Mm-mm.
So I guess its grand opening is this week, the 6th and 7th. It is a brew pub, so they do brew their own beer there. I just heard about this week. I think it was Tom Gilbert that I saw post it first, and then I started seeing a lot of people posting about it. Guess where this place is? I mean, you can see the address.
Yeah, it didn't replace Sutures, did it?
Didn't replace it. Is apparently right behind it.
Really?
Yeah. So that's absolutely happening. And then I'm just going to have to walk over to Sutures and have a shitty beer just for old time's sake.
Huh. We go to 71st and Yell a lot now because one of Ashley's doctors is 71st and Yell. So I might need to go in there. That's awesome. I'd never heard of that.
Yeah, I hadn't either until this week. But that's all. It's great given another option that's, South Tulsa, not right with all the other breweries. So folks that are in that area and don't really get to the other parts of town can check that out. I mean, and then you've got McNelly's South, across the street, and Sutures right there. Nice little spot, actually, 71st, and I could be wrong. I think Sutures might have a one or two craft beers now. I feel like I've seen that posted.
Yeah, I think
Marshall. I think it's Marshall.
So they make their own beer?
Yeah, that's a brew pub. Yep.
Huh.
Yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to checking that out. I don't know when I'm going to get out there because I don't live anywhere near there anymore, but I don't know. Definitely want to mention that because it just caught me by surprise.
Of course, they're not on Twitter.
No. What is it?
I must screenshot this. Oh, you changed it.
Oh, sorry.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, and I'll mention real quick a couple of different Oktoberfests that are coming up. So we got Neff doing their Oktoberfest on their dock area. This coming Saturday the 9th. Obviously their beer, German food, music, all that good stuff. I swear, if this fucking menu doesn't stop popping down, I'm gonna throw my laptop. And then we've got actual Oktoberfest, Lindy Oktoberfest. The River Parks is the 21st through the 24th.
Wild.
I think we're gonna go check it out during the day that Friday when it shouldn't be particularly busy. But I thought this was interesting, and I mean, you've been many years too. You'll probably make the same face I made when I heard this. They're not offering any parking anywhere near the festival anymore. You have to take a shuttle.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. I was like, what? Now you have to take a shuttle with a bunch of motherfuckers to get there?
A shuttle or do Uber or something, which we'll probably do Uber, even though I don't plan on drinking a bunch. But yeah, it's weird. I think it's probably an effort to combat driving fucked up, which makes sense.
Yeah.
But if you're just trying to go and have one beer and leave, it's kind of inconvenient.
It's weird to care about that now after how many of these motherfucking things have they had?
Well, I think I've gone to about 17 of them in a row.
Damn.
So, yeah. Well,
hey,
skipping last year, but
safety and whatnot, I guess.
Yeah.
Good. Wow.
Our buddies over at Broken Arrow Brewing are doing an Oktoberfest that same day as Neff, the 9th.
Is that Babcocktoberfest?
Did notice that. Did not notice that. Technically, it doesn't have the C. That's pretty close, though.
Yeah. I don't know how else to say that. Babcocktoberfest.
Yeah,
That's Babcocktoberfest.
Anyway, Welltown's doing. Speaking of cocks, Welltown's doing their Oktoberfest.
Oh, they are.
The 15th and 16th. Yeah, I don't know what all breweries are going to be out there with them, but
they haven't announced anything, just that they're doing it.
Yeah, I know they're going to have some folks there. I don't think they've put it in here. Yeah. Yeah, they're doing VIP, get you a couple of their beers and some food and access to the building and that kind of thing. Or you can just do the normal general admission. Yeah. I think I saw they're doing a game called Wiener in the Hole.
You should have that at Babcocktoberfest. Not gonna forget that.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, it's good marketing. Good marketing. El Cucuy is coming back the 28th, which that's one of my favorite seasonal releases. So I'll definitely hit that up. And they're doing a thing every Thursday, starting this Thursday prior to the launch, where they're doing like different variants of El Cucuy in the tap room. I can't remember what the different variants are, and I'm too lazy to look it up again, but it's I think it's like the rum barrels and some of that stuff they've done in the past. Some of the previous El Cucuy variants. But anyway, I think that's a cool way to kind of get people excited for this year's version. And then I guess the last Oktoberfest celebration that I can remember right now is the Emerson Nice Oktoberfest that's going on the 9th as well in Owasso. And that one's got, and I don't remember all the breweries, but I remember seeing Cooper and Mill, Scissortail, High Gravity pouring at that one, a couple others. So, yeah.
Right on. Did you say when that is?
It's the 9th.
Right.
Yeah.
Right on. I can't find it, but did you see something posted about, I thought it was from Tom, but I didn't see it on his page, about I want to say like Stone Cloud or somebody opening a tap room in Stillwater? Seen or heard about that?
Yeah, I'm not saying it wasn't a thing. I haven't seen it.
Can't find it now, but I'm pretty sure I saw Tom post about it, or someone shared an article on Twitter, and can't find it now. But I think it had them opening like a satellite tap room down there.
That'd be cool.
I'd be talking to my ass. Maybe I dreamed about it, but I don't see myself dreaming about Stillwater or Stone Cloud. So I think that's a thing.
I mean, I would dream about Stone Cloud's beer. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah. Oh.
Stillwater's random though. Yeah, well, and Stone Cloud just announced their Brewer Select barrel series. It's basically going to be barrel aged beers, really small batches that'll be available in the tap room only.
When do they do their holiday stuff? Is it in December?
Yeah, it'll probably be early December when they do like the Christmas beers. Well, I guess we can talk about it's now been several weeks ago, but TCBI, the Tulsa Craft Beer Invitational, happened. That was the first festival I had been to since Dark Mode in February of 2020. And it was weird. Not in a bad way. It was just weird because like this was a thing I used to do a lot. And here I am, and it feels different now. Like I said, it wasn't bad or anything. It was a good time. It was just like I'm out of practice and like, got sunburned and feet hurting and way too many tasters. Because you got to try them all. I think I had 2 of the home brew beers because I drank too many of the commercial beers too fast. But Yeah, it was good shit. I mean, I'll throw out a few, mention a few here by name. I really enjoyed the Turtle Power from Vortex. It was a coffee, and I think it was a coffee and donut stout or something like that. It was fucking good. There were several different places with Oktoberfest beers that were really good. Nothing's Left had a good stout as well. But I got to try Kokendorfer, or however you say that, for the first time.
Right.
They had a good stout. Trying to think who else was there that I hadn't had before. Oh, Beercraft was there. I got to try their Kolsch, and it was tasty. There was at least one more that I hadn't had before, or hadn't had in a long time. Oh, it was Settlers. Settlers had an Oktoberfest that I enjoyed. So it was cool to get to try some of the stuff that I just, they're in different parts of the state and I just hadn't made it out yet. And got to see a lot of folks I hadn't seen in a long time. Ran into Mark. They used to run the rail down in Muskogee. Obviously a bunch of the brewers and folks that are in the tap room. I didn't see Wes from Marshall since COVID started, which was weird because I used to see him, it felt like every week for a while. Of course I saw Mitch and Dave from Vortex, and I saw, all the usual folks. But yeah, it was cool to see people I hadn't seen in a while. It was cool to get outdoors and shit. It was a little weird it being September 11th, and it was like this really bright sunshiny day, like I remember that day was back then. But it was a good time, and by all accounts everybody enjoyed themselves and it seemed to have gone well. So hopefully, even if this whole COVID situation keeps going, hopefully that can continue to happen, since it's spaced out and outdoors and all that good stuff.
Was that Good Cause Brewing there, or did they drop out?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And I guess I didn't mention him as new just because I've had Andrew's beers many times. But yeah, he had a stout there that was really tasty.
Awesome.
The winner of I don't remember the winner of the home brew, and I don't think I tried it anyway. But the winner for a commercial brewery was the Nook with their stout. And then the second place was Erie Abbey with a pistachio pious. I mean, I had both of them. I had nothing against the Nook at all, but I enjoyed the Erie Abbey one more. But the Nook was in the top handful of beers I had there. So I really enjoyed the Vortex one too. I'm not going to pretend I remember who I cast my vote for. I have no idea. So we'll just say I voted for you if you're listening to this and upset that I didn't vote for you.
You voted. That's what matters.
Yeah, I rocked that motherfucking vote. Yeah. And then what was I going to say? Oh, speaking of outdoor festivals, I heard talked to Glenn from Renaissance at TCBI, and I also heard it from Lacey and Travis at Nothing's Left, and I think the CBAO may have sent something out to the members, the enthusiast members. There is a strong ale festival coming up in Tulsa in December that will be outdoors, so probably we'll hit that up. I think that's like the first Saturday of December, which is
It's December 4th.
the 4th. Yep, there you go.
I knew there was something else that I had written down that I thought I wrote down, but didn't. But yeah, they finally sent an email out to the enthusiast stuff. They hadn't in felt like forever.
Yeah. Oh, and I skipped over. I didn't mean to. Cross Timbers in Oklahoma City. Their tap room's getting really close.
Right on. That's what it was. In that email, they're doing advent calendars. If they posted about that on Facebook, the CBA.
No, the only thing I saw about that was I haven't seen it on Facebook. The only thing I've seen about it was that email to members. Because it wasn't a full 24 though, was it? It was like 12 or something.
It just says online sales will take place November 10th through the 18th. The limited supply of holiday themed boxes. Watch our social media feeds for all the information. This will sell out fast. That's all it says.
I just wonder if those are going to be commonly available beers or if that will be special stuff.
Right?
There's no offense to anybody, but I don't want to open a box that's like, you know, the Slam Lager and
Yeah.
Castelline Kolsch and some of the shit that's in every Quick Trip. I love those beers. Don't get me wrong, but
Sure.
you know.
That Pint Day is returning too, November 27th.
Oh, yep. Yeah, and that's if people aren't familiar with that, with what that is, that they did it for the first time last year. Basically, they'll sell the special CBAO glass with your pour, where the proceeds from the sale of glass go to support the CBAO.
36 breweries across the state will be involved.
It's awesome. Yeah, I also Oktoberfest, it's already happened. I checked out Erie Abbey's second annual Oktoberfest yesterday. Drank some more of their Dirndl Dropper. I can't get enough of that fucking beer. That shit's good. It'll still be in the tap room, even though their Oktoberfest celebration already happened. So get in there and drink that shit.
Right on.
So I think that's going to do it for this week. Michael, close this motherfucker down.
You've just listened to another round of Pub Talk. If you like what you heard today, show us some love all over social media at Pub Talk Podcast. And to continue getting alerts every time we drop an episode, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button before you go. You can also find out all you've ever wanted to know about the show and more by heading over to our website, pubtalkpodcast.com. And remember, folks, there's never anything too big or hard in life that you can't handle it over a few beers with your good friends. So until next time, just chill to the next episode.
Bye.
See ya.